crash, an accident in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're learning more information about this. These are some images coming in to our newsroom here on Live Now from Fox as a plane veered off the runway after landing at the Scottsdale airport on Monday afternoon, just about 2:40 in the afternoon. Scottsdale fire officials say 5 people were involved in the crash. 1 identified person was killed. 2 were taken to a trauma center. Another person in stable condition will be transported to a hospital later. And also another person still trapped inside the plane. The runway now closed for the indefinite future. Let's take you out to some of these updates from officials there in Arizona.
As we are working this live, very active scene right now, our thoughts and prayers are going out to everybody in the aviation community that this affects today.
To provide you additional information as well. Thank you.
Again, thank you everyone for your patience and for being here with us this evening. As a lot of you may already know, but I just want to confirm the details of what happened today. At 14:39, a Learjet aircraft on its arrival from Austin veered off the runway and collided with another jet, a Gulfstream 200 aircraft that was parked. It appears that the left main gear failed upon landing, resulting in the accident. The National Transportation Safety Board is on scene. They will be taking over the investigation at this point. The runway remains closed at this time. Any additional information we have about when our reopening will be shared as soon as possible. And now I'd like to turn over to Dave Folio. Thank you.
Well, people, you know, last night I did a live video, and I said last night in that live video that the score of the football game, that is the Super Bowl, was 40-22. I believe that the 40 has different implications, one of which I believe 40 is like 40 days and 40 nights that God judged the earth with water. I believe Satan is doing this with a twist. Yes, the 40, I believe, is speaking, and it's bleeding over past to the 41st day. You see, from the 1st to the 40th day, we had earthquakes, we had school shootings, we still had the fire in LA. At least 6 planes and helicopters that came down, crashing, you name it. Something's going on, people. And I asked myself, when I asked you guys last night in the live, I wonder if it's going to stop after the Super Bowl, because arguably the plane crashes happened right after the playoffs ended. It appears my answer is answered tonight, in that we have a Learjet that veers off a runway because it loses its landing gear. Are you kidding me? I know you guys are shaking your head. Those of you all who are travelers of the airlines, you're like, Jesus. I mean, sure, the percentage is probably less than 1% of all the flights, but still, this is too many in a short period of time. What is really going on? There's something going on in the skies. What is it that they're trying to tell us? Like I said, I believe the good Lord inspired me to tell you guys that it's this ego. It can't get back up. It then fell out the sky. They got to burst it into flames. They got to beat it up. They got to ground it. Make it go into Phoenix ashes and then remold it. It's America that they're messing with, but who knows the other symbology that's here? We've never really had anything like this that I can remember, this many airline issues in a short period of time. I'm going to show you a decode. Be real quick about this thing.
That something else you can see here away from these planes is landing gear on the runway. We talked with one witness, a man who actually says he owned the plane that crashed a number of years ago. He's in airplane sales, and he sold that plane back in 2005. He witnessed the crash happened. He said that there was an issue with the landing gear during the landing, that the landing gear collapsed. Let's listen to him describe what took place.
Saw the Lear 35 coming down with the left main gear collapsed and the nose gear partially collapsed, and watched it slide on the runway from center of the runway to the left. And we knew, based on the speed, that it's heading towards a building or something over here. So we left the office and came over to see what happened, and the guy did a Gulfstream 200.
Wow, people. I see so much symbolism, but I'm just going to get to the point. Here's the story. At least one deceased. Our condolences to this individual after two jets collided on runway at Scottsdale Airport in Arizona. At least one person, again, is deceased. Two jets have collided on runway. Incident happened at 3 p.m. when a Learjet 35A veered off the runway after landing. The Federal Aviation Administration said in a statement. It collided with a Gulfstream 200 parked at a nearby ramp, according to Arizona family. Quote, we do not know how many people were on board. The FAA is temporarily pausing flights into the airport, the agency added. 3 people were injured in the accident, with 2 being taken to trauma centers and 1 in stable condition, Scottsdale Fire Department Captain Dave Folio told reporters. Quote, we are still working on extracting one soul out of one of the airplanes. So there's someone still stuck on the airplane. It's been a few hours though, I believe, close to about 2 hours though, explaining that the runway remained an active rescue site. Now check this out, people. Arizona, according to the numbers, Arizona became part of the United States on February 14th of 1912. It is the 48th state. I knew that because I decoded this state a lot last year. What are the odds? The day after the Super Bowl, the 48th state. What is 48? Well, last night they showed an X. Did they not? Did they not show an X last night? They showed an X. I showed you guys in the last video. In the middle of the playing field, they showed an X. And on April 8th of last year, an eclipse came across the Earth on April 8th, which was an X. So in my mind, 48 is X. But I'm gonna show you something else. It's February 14th, right? February 14th became part of the United States. See, they're taking one state at a time. That's why this 50 keeps coming up. If you watch number of my videos the last few months, the 50 keeps coming up. They're attacking one state at a time. So now it's Arizona. February 14th. Take February 14th, 2026, right? That's 4 days from now. Wow. That will be their what? Do the math, Pierce. So let me do the math on that. I'm inquisitive. I'm sure you might be as well. If we take 1912 minus 2025, there'll be, let me see, 1912 minus 2025. They'll be 113 years old. Okay, so the decode on this is this. Arizona's birthday, anniversary coming up, versus 48, because it's 48, right? Like the eclipse, 48th state. The difference is 312, people. Not only is it 312, it's 444. I've gone through this tons of times, right? What is 312? Didn't Trump win by 312 votes? Is that coincidence? And the 444, I've showed that to you before. 4 and 4 is 8. And 84 is what? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Why these numbers keep coming up? Then check this out. Today is the date, 2/10/2025, the day the incident happened. Versus what? 48. The name of the state is 48, right? Arizona. The last birthday they had. What the difference is what? 44. Barack Obama's the 44th president. I'm telling you, these are the end times. These are the end times. And look at this. Today's date, 2/10/2025, versus what? Trump's next birthday, 6/14/2025. What's the difference? 45. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. I said drop the mic. Then look at this here. Learjet 35A veered off the runway. That comes out to 444. Are you kidding me? 444 again? Yeah, I'm not kidding you. Then look at this. Katie Hobbs. Yeah, remember the controversy over the who won back in the day? Guess what? She's 55 years old. Okay? And she's the 24th governor. So you got the 48th state and the 24th governor. 24 is X in Roman numerals. We just left the Colosseum yesterday of Caesar, which is Rome. And 24 is X. Roman numeral is X. X is 24. Is that coincidence? And she's 55 years old. Born December 28th. Let me decode that for you. December 28th, 2024, her last birthday. Subtracted from today, 2/10/2025. The difference is 45. Like I said, drop the mic. And Julius Caesar, he was 55 years old. Is that a coincidence? Katie Hobbs, she 55, baby. I'm just saying. Caesar is 55. And 44 BC. And what else we got here? You know, the majority of the time I pulled Caesar up, it said that he was born July 13th. Oh yeah, Julius Caesar born July 13th. Subtracted from Katie Hobbs' next birthday, 12/28/2025. The difference is 24. And she's the 24th. She's the 24th what? Governor. People, these just some dark days, people. I got to keep it real. I don't know about you. I don't feel comfortable here. We don't belong here anymore. Jesus, come. If you long for thy kingdom, that kingdom will come. If you long for thy kingdom, thy will shall be done. How many of you guys long for the coming of the Lord? These are the birth pains. These are the travails. Matthew 24. This is it. This is it. They want this kingdom, and they're going to keep speaking through sacrifices and rituals, and God only knows what else. I'm just going to say allegedly, all these numbers are coming out. But you've been watching me for a while. You know what's up. One state at a time. Well, people, we're going to take one day at a time. And we're not going to go one day without the Lord. How about that? God bless you and God keep you. We'll talk soon.